When you hear about a space fund or ETF, you may think it's a fad or hot trend. But when you sit back and give it some thought, it has been an active industry for over 70 years that was mainly dominated by governments. Over the last 50 years, not only did the US and Russia compete for space headlines, but many nations came forth with their own projects. More recently, we have seen the emergence of private enterprise stepping up with much more efficient space technology and cost accountability. The space economy is expected to grow to $1.1 trillion within the next 20 years. So what are the main areas behind the space industry and the opportunities? Number one is defense. The US government has dominated in this area and remains the biggest spender. The opportunity? The current US space defense budget is $15.2 billion, with a good chunk of that going to advanced satellite navigation systems for the large US Navy fleet. Private enterprise like SpaceX and United Launch Alliance are working with the US government and recently won a combined $384 million in contracts. Number two, satellites. For television, telephones, navigation, weather systems, business communications, and numerous internet and broadband functions. There are currently 2,000 active satellites servicing internet applications and broadband. That number is expected to hit 16,000, with revenue estimates climbing from $10 billion to $40 billion globally in 10 years. This is a huge growth industry, and it is estimated that NASA already has contracts with over 300 companies. Number three, the emergence of space travel and tourism. Virgin Galactic is well along its way to providing consumer tourism on a for-profit basis. This type of hypersonic travel has potential opportunities to reduce international travel times by 75 to 80%. Imagine New York to Mumbai or Tokyo in 3 hours. This is the kind of consumer upside that is on the horizon. Number four, this may sound a bit odd, but transporting astronauts and other payloads. Contracts are currently being awarded to private enterprise to deliver astronauts to the International Space Station. The key point is private industry is taking a bigger share of technological and transportation development because it is done efficiently, not with taxpayer dollars. The efficiency and cost effectiveness is helping drive down costs for organizations like NASA. So let me say again, this is not a fad, but a growing industry that will have long-reaching implications on human life and advancement. With the first Space Index ETF in Canada, Harvest brings a unique, exciting, and growth opportunity to investors. ORBT on the TSX.